All right, let's dive in. We're going to tackle a massive question today. How do you take all the noise and chaos of modern marketing and turn it into a clear, effective plan that actually works? We are going to build a brand building blueprint, piece by piece, so you can get the clarity you need. Let's get to it. I mean, think about it. You've got social media, search engines, content, email, influencers. The list just keeps going, right? It can feel completely overwhelming. The real problem isn't that you don't have options. It's that it's hard to build a real strategy. And that is exactly what we are going to solve today. So here's our roadmap for cutting through all that noise. We'll kick things off by framing the problem. Then we'll build a solid foundation with your goals and your audience. After that, we'll map out your options, build a smart strategy, and then, and this is key, show you how to keep improving it. By the end, you'll have the framework for your very own blueprint. First up, let's just call it what it is. It's a marketing maze. There are so many paths you could take, and it is so easy to get lost. Waste a ton of money and just burn out, trying to be absolutely everywhere at once. Our goal is not to wander down every dead end. It's to find the most direct path straight to your customer. And that path starts right here. Before you spend a single dollar, before you post a single thing, you have to answer two really basic questions. What am I actually trying to do here? And who am I talking to? This is the absolute bedrock of your entire strategy. Get this wrong, and nothing else matters. Now, to make all of this feel real, we're going to follow a made-up company. Let's call them Zenith Gadgets. They're a brand new company selling these cool, high-end smart home devices. We'll use them as our guinea pig to see how all these steps work in the real world. Okay, so this is where clarity is everything for Zenith. They figured out their core audience, tech-savvy homeowners. And look at the detail here. They know their age, where they live, their income. They know what they need, convenience and quality. And most importantly, they know where these people already are, on tech blogs and social media. Just this one step gives them a massive clue about where to focus their energy. So now that we know who we're trying to reach, we can start figuring out where to find them. This next part is all about understanding the whole landscape of marketing channels that are out there. And here are some of the big ones, the usual suspects. You've got social media, of course, and search engines. Then there's content marketing like blogs and podcasts. You've got a direct line with email, and then more relationship-focused stuff like working with influencers or showing up at live events. Each one of these has its own unique superpower. Now, this is where the real strategy kicks in. We're not just making a list of channels, we're grading them based on our goals. For Zenith, social media is awesome for getting their name out there, high brand awareness. But content marketing? That's where they think they'll get better lead conversion and a higher return on their investment, more bang for their buck. And why is that? Because in-depth articles build trust and show you know your stuff, which is huge when you're selling premium tech. It's all about making strategic choices. Okay, so we know our audience, we've graded our channel options. Now it's time for the fun part, actually building the strategy by mixing these tools together into a powerful, cohesive plan. And this chart shows perfectly how that strategy turns into action. You can see right here where Zenith is putting its money. 40% is going to social media for that wide reach awareness we talked about. 30% is going into top-notch content to actually convert those interested people. The budget is a mirror of their priorities. But listen, it's not just about where you spend your money, it's about what you say when you get there. You have to adapt your message. On social media, Zenith is going to be engaging, quick, and super visual. It's all about building a community. But in an email, the whole tone shifts. It becomes more personal, more informative, and it's directly aimed at guiding someone toward a sale. It's one brand, but speaking in two very different voices. So we have a plan. But, a plan you don't measure is really just a wish. A great strategy isn't something you create once and frame on the wall. It's a living, breathing blueprint that you are constantly tweaking, adjusting, and improving. And this is how you stop guessing. Zenith sets a very specific, measurable goal. They're using what's called a key performance indicator, or KPI. It's just a fancy term for a core metric you track. Theirs is a 5% engagement rate on social media. Now they have a number. They'll know for sure if what they're doing is working or if they need to change things up. And this is where it gets really powerful, synergy. It's this idea that 1 + 1 can equal 3. It means your channels should work together. So Zenith can use a cool, eye-catching post on social media to get people to click over to a really deep, informative blog post. The channels boost each other, and the result is way bigger than what either could have done alone. It all feeds into this really simple, continuous cycle. First, you review your KPIs. Did you hit that 5%? If not, why not? Second, You test alternatives. You can't be afraid to experiment with new ads, different images, a totally different blog topic. This is all about learning what your audience actually wants. And third, you optimize. You take what worked, you double down on it, and you move resources away from what didn't. This simple loop is the engine that drives real growth.
So there you have it. We've gone from being lost in that overwhelming maze to having a clear, measurable, and adoptable plan. This whole process, from start to finish, this is your actionable blueprint for building a powerful brand. At the end of the day, every single decision you make should be an answer to this one central question. This is your North Star. If a channel isn't helping you with visibility or engagement or building trust with your specific audience, you've really got to ask yourself, why are we even doing this? And now it's over to you. You have the framework. So what's the very first brick you're going to lay in your brand's blueprint? Is it getting super clear on your audience like Zenith did? Or is it evaluating the channels you're already using against your real goals? That first brick, it's yours to lay.